Welcome to the Retirement Plan Choices presentation for faculty at The Ohio State University, presented by Human Resources. The Ohio State University supports the efforts of faculty to plan a fulfilling, financially secure retirement. As part of its total rewards package, Ohio State offers an array of retirement options to help you meet your financial goals. This presentation is for faculty. For information on student retirement, please visit the Student Employee Retirement Benefits site. Participation in a retirement plan is mandatory and it is in lieu of Social Security. You won't be able to opt out or adjust your contribution amount or percentage. Your main decision in the coming weeks is to choose the plan that best fits you, as the plan you select will be with you throughout your career here at Ohio State. Employees of Ohio public colleges and universities do not contribute to Social Security, other than contributions to Medicare. You may be eligible for a Social Security benefit from other employment in addition to your university retirement benefit. At Ohio State, your retirement program eligibility is based on your appointment type and your full time equivalency, or FTE. If you are a faculty member at Ohio State, which includes faculty, physicians, and certain academic appointments, you will participate in the State Teachers Retirement System, or STRS. If you are in an appointment of a 75% FTE or greater, you are eligible to choose the Alternative Retirement Plan, or ARP, in lieu of participation in the State Teachers Retirement System, STRS. If you wish to select the Alternative Retirement Plan, complete and submit the Retirement Program Election Form within your 120-day election window. Please follow the submission instructions on the form. This slide demonstrates your retirement decision timeline. You will have 120 days from the effective date of your eligible appointment to choose between the ARP, if eligible, and STRS. STRS participants have an additional 60 days to select a plan within STRS. If you take no action after 180 days, you will remain enrolled in the defined benefit plan. STRS offers 3 plans to choose from if you remain in their retirement system. New participants default into the STRS Defined Benefit Plan, which is a pension. The retirement benefit is determined by a formula, which is based on the member's years of service and top 5 highest earning years. The second plan is the STRS Defined Contribution Plan. With this plan, your retirement benefit is determined by the performance of the STRS investment options. The third plan choice is the STRS Combined Plan, which offers a combination of features from the defined benefit and the defined contribution plans. If you are in an eligible appointment of a 75% FTE or greater, you may choose to irrevocably opt out of STRS and participate in the Alternative Retirement Plan. The ARP is also a defined contribution plan. With this plan, your retirement benefit is determined by the performance of the plan's investment options. We will discuss these plans in detail later in this video. Let's take a closer look at the STRS plan options to understand what each one offers. We'll review the key features to help you make an informed decision. Both you and the university contribute to your retirement account. Your contributions are made on a pre-tax basis. Federal and state taxes are deferred until benefits are paid. Any investment return on your account is also tax deferred. This table shows the allocation of employee and employer contributions under the 3 STRS plan options. In each of the STRS plans, you contribute 14% of your eligible earnings, and Ohio State contributes 14%. However, contributions are allocated differently within each plan. If you enroll in the STRS Defined Benefit Plan, both employer and employee contributions go to the STRS Defined Benefit Plan to fund STRS retirement benefits. If you choose the STRS Defined Contribution Plan, your employee contribution and a portion of Ohio State's contribution are invested into the STRS investment options. The remaining portion of the employer contribution is the mitigating rate and goes back to the defined benefit plan to help fund past service liabilities. This amount is not applied to your account. It is important to note that the mitigating rate is subject to change. However, the law imposes a cap on how high the mitigating rate can go. The third STRS retirement plan is the combined plan, which contributes elements of both the defined benefit and the defined contribution plans. 12% of the employee contribution is allocated to the defined contribution portion, which is invested into the STRS investment options. The remaining 2% of the employee contribution, along with the university's contribution, is allocated to the defined benefit portion of the plan to fund your future STRS retirement benefit. Service credit is the time that you have earned through contributing service or that you have purchased. Total service credit is one of the factors used to determine eligibility for a benefit and calculation of the age and service retirement benefit formula in the defined benefit plan and the combined plan. As a full-time STRS member, you can earn 1 year of service credit when you work at least 120 days in a fiscal year. Proportionate credit is earned for part-time employees. You may receive a maximum of 1 full year of service credit for each STRS Ohio fiscal year. The first plan we will review is the STRS Defined Benefit Plan. This plan provides a fixed retirement income based on a formula that includes your age, years of service, and final average salary. Both you and Ohio State make contributions to this plan to fund your retirement benefit. The investment of the contributions in this plan are managed by STRS. Therefore, you do not bear any of the investment risk. Your benefit grows as your years of service and final average salary increase. The current formula used to calculate your retirement benefit is 2.2% multiplied by your final average salary times your total years of service. Your benefit in retirement will vary based on your final average salary, years of service credit vesting, and plan of payment. For retirement eligibility in the defined benefit plan, you must meet minimum age and service eligibility requirements. You will need at least 5 years of service credit vesting to become eligible for a benefit in the pension plan. Your retirement contributions are portable, meaning you may take your retirement savings with you if you leave public employment before you retire. The employee contributions plus interest are always yours. You are 100% vested. Depending on your length of service, you may also have access to a portion of the employer contributions. The defined benefit plan provides access to health care coverage for participants with at least 20 years of service credit vesting. The defined benefit plan also includes other benefits such as disability, survivor benefits, as well as the ability to purchase service credit for many types of past employment. Purchasing service credit may increase your retirement benefit or enable you to retire sooner. These benefits are not guaranteed and may be modified or discontinued at any time. In the STRS Defined Contribution Plan, you and Ohio State contribute a percentage of your pay to a retirement account, and you decide how to allocate these contributions among a variety of investment options at STRS. Retirement income is driven by several variables: the performance of the investment choices you select, the amount of contributions deposited to your account, and the payment option you choose at the time of retirement. You are eligible to retire under this plan upon separation of service and age 50. You are always 100% vested in your employee contributions, but vesting in the employer's contributions is incremental, with 20% of the employer contributions vesting each year. If you end STRS Ohio covered employment, you can leave your account on file with STRS until your 5th anniversary to reach 100% vesting. The defined contribution plan does not offer any additional retirement benefits. The STRS Combined Plan incorporates elements of both a defined contribution plan and a defined benefit plan. One portion of your benefit is calculated using a formula that factors your age, years of service, and final average salary, which is the average of your 5 highest earning years. The other portion is based on your contributions to the plan and the performance of your selected investments, similar to the STRS Defined Contribution Plan. In the combined plan, both you and Ohio State contribute to the retirement plan. Ohio State's contributions plus 2% of your contributions fund the defined benefit plan with the rest of your contributions placed into an investment account, where you decide how to allocate the contributions among a variety of investment choices through STRS. Retirement eligibility for the STRS combined plan is different under both parts of the plan. With the defined contribution portion, you are eligible to collect a retirement benefit at age 50 or the last day of employment in a STRS covered position. With the defined benefit portion, you are eligible to collect a benefit after your last day of employment in a STRS covered position once you have attained age 60 and accumulated at least 5 years of service credit vesting. Under this plan, if you leave public employment before you retire, your contributions are portable. The defined contribution account is 100% vested, and account withdrawals include all contributions deposited into the account plus any investment gains or losses. The defined benefit withdrawal is the amount greater of the employee contributions deposited into the account or the present value of your future benefit. Any withdrawals before age 50 must include both the DB and DC portions of the account. At age 50 or later, you may receive distributions on the defined contribution portion and leave the defined benefit portion to fund a retirement at age 60 with at least 5 years of service credit. The defined benefit portion of the combined plan provides access to health care coverage for participants with at least 20 years of service credit vesting. The defined benefit portion also includes other benefits such as disability, survivor benefits, as well as the ability to purchase service credit. These benefits are not guaranteed and may be modified or discontinued at any time. New members will receive a packet from STRS about 6 weeks after starting with Ohio State. After carefully reviewing your options, if you choose to enroll in a STRS plan, you will make a plan selection online via the STRS Ohio website at strsoh.org. You may select one of the STRS plan choices within your first 180 days. If no action is taken, you will remain enrolled in the defined benefit plan. If you choose the STRS Ohio Defined Contribution Plan or Combined Plan, you may have the option to reselect your retirement plan before completing your 5th year of STRS Ohio membership. If you decide to opt out of the state-mandated retirement system within your 120-day eligibility period, you may choose the alternative retirement plan. The ARP is a defined contribution plan. If you choose the ARP, your election is irrevocable. Your retirement benefits will be based on the account balance, including investment gains and losses. To be eligible to select the ARP, you must be in a full-time appointment of 75% or greater full-time equivalency, or FTE. In the ARP, the employee contribution and a portion of the employer's contribution are deposited into investment options that are available at your ARP account provider. The remaining employer contribution is the mitigating rate, and as required by law, goes back into the OPERS traditional pension plan to help fund past service liabilities. This amount is not applied to your account, and it is important to note that the mitigating rate is subject to change in the future. However, the law imposes a cap on how high the mitigating rate can go. Your retirement income is determined by the performance of the investment choices you select, the amount of contributions deposited to your account, and the payment option you choose at the time of retirement. You are eligible to access your funds from the ARP at separation of service. Early withdrawal penalties will apply if distribution occurs prior to age 59 and a half. Your contributions are portable. Employee and employer contributions are 100% vested immediately. The university's retirement plans are administered only by approved providers. A provider is the organization that is responsible for the day-to-day administrative functions of the plan. This includes keeping track of your account, investments, providing education, answering questions, and communicating with you about your account. As an alternative retirement plan participant, you are required to select one of the above providers when completing the retirement program election form. However, you can change providers at any time through the Fidelity's Net Benefits site. To elect the alternative retirement plan, first research the available alternative retirement plan providers. Once you've decided on a provider, then complete and submit the retirement program election form to HR Connection within 120 days of your eligible appointment date. Once the form has been submitted, contact your ARP provider to set up your account, select investments, and name beneficiaries. There are several factors that you may want to consider when deciding whether to choose a STRS plan or the ARP. Your length of service with the university may be a factor in choosing a plan, as this may impact your ability to meet the age and service requirements to retire. The type of plan you choose may depend on whether you prefer to make your own investment choices or if you prefer to have an investment professional make those choices for you. You may also feel that you will need healthcare, survivor, or disability benefits in the future, or you may or may not be comfortable with the fluctuating mitigating rate, which varies among each plan type. You should carefully consider your personal situation before making a retirement election, as your decision is final and in some cases irrevocable. Please review the detailed retirement materials and speak with STRS Member Services, a provider, or a financial planner to determine what choice is right for you. For tips and questions when hiring a financial advisor, you may visit our financial planner site. If you terminate your employment with Ohio State, your options are the same for all of the STRS plans and the ARP. The first option is to leave your account on deposit with STRS or your ARP provider for future retirement benefits. Depending on the plan you are in and the service time you have earned, you may have a future retirement benefit. The second option is to roll over your account into another eligible retirement plan. If you elect to roll over your refund, you may defer paying taxes on the rollover amount until the future distribution from the eligible retirement plan is made. The last option is to file for a lump sum refund on your contributions. If you choose this option, you may be eligible for a portion of the employer contributions. With the lump sum refund option, tax implications will apply and early withdrawal penalties may be added. Please contact your provider with any questions. The university's provider page allows you to book one on one meetings with any of our current providers. Generally, our providers recommend meeting at least once per year to review your accounts and determine if you're on track to meet your retirement goals. For more detailed information regarding faculty retirement plans, please visit our website at hr.osu.edu/benefits/retirement. For all inquiries related to STRS accounts, please contact STRS at 888 227 7877. If you have a question about enrollments, contributions, or basic plan administration, you can submit a ticket through the Submit a Request link on the HR Connection portal at hrconnection.osu.edu. Email HR Connection at hrconnection@osu.edu or call HR Connection at 614 247 6947. For issues related to enrollment on the Net Benefits website, contact Fidelity at 1 800 343 0860. For questions about the alternative retirement plan, investments, or beneficiaries, contact your ARP provider.